Hi everyone. Okay, I wanted to go live to make a simple way to meal prep. So if it's last minute and you're trying to meal prep, this is the video for you. Kind of making meal prep really basic and simple. Hold on, I'm going to have to adjust this so you guys can see me, and then I'll pull stuff up as I'm showing you. I'm going to wait a few minutes, see if anyone wants to hop on this video. This was requested by so many of you, so I wanted to make a very quick and short video, as quick and short as possible, on my little life hacks on how to make meal prep super easy, super simple, take a lot of like the scuff work and the cooking work out of it, because I'm actually not a person who likes to cook all the time. So I found like little things that have been really helpful for me, so I'm hoping that that'd be really helpful for you as well. I'm gonna give it just a few more minutes. Alright, so first things first, Tupperware is going to be your key in all of this. You're going to want some Tupperware. Honestly, the one and only thing that I prep is my salads. That makes it easy for me to grab and go for my lunchtime. Other than that, I do a lot of things in the morning. So what I really need to do and what you really need to do is create what you're going to be eating. For all my 21-day fixers out there, for anyone on a Beachbody program who knows our portion controlled containers and how that meal plan goes, that's what I really use. That's how I function, and that's what's made it really simple for me to be able to meal prep easily. So what I also need when I'm meal prepping is I need my containers. Purple is for fruits, green is for vegetables, red is for proteins, yellow is for carbs, blue is healthy fats, nuts and seeds and dressings. So I need those when I'm prepping, but even with that, I do still make it even simpler. So for those of you who aren't using portion controlled system, don't worry about it. This is still going to benefit you. This just helps me to know how many proteins a day I need, how many vegetables a day I need, fruits, carbs, all that stuff. I know it. It's a lot easier this way. So I'm going to break it down from breakfast to dinner what I do. My breakfast go-to, what I have every single morning for breakfast, is one of these bad boys, which are my life, sandwich thins, multi-grain, multi-healthy, multi-grain, and 2 eggs. And I make those every morning. I don't prep those because I like them to be fresh. And what I do is I just heat up a skillet on low. I take my 2 eggs. I like them a little bit runny, so it's kind of like an over easy. I toast up my bread. And as those eggs are cooking, I put 1 blue container of cheese on top of my eggs, because we're allowed to have cheese. So I do 1 of those on top of my eggs, and that's my egg sandwich. So that counts as a protein, as well as a carb, as well as my healthy fats. And that's out of the way. My second meal of the day, which happens shortly after as I'm driving every single day, I drink my shake. So I make my Shakeology with half of a banana. Okay, I'm just showing you guys these things I don't actually prep before. I do half of a banana with my Shakeology, water and ice every single day. Again, this counts as another protein. I'm allowed to have 4 proteins a day, so I'm down 2. And half of a banana counts as a fruit. So note that. If you're on a Beachbody program, half of a banana counts as a fruit, not the whole thing. So be careful with that. I put that in my shake, and that's my breakfast. I encourage everybody to have a very full and very big breakfast. So even if that's having something smaller for actual breakfast time, and then an hour after you're having something else, I encourage that. You want some carbs, you want some protein, you want a well-balanced breakfast to hold you over at least a few hours. And the more you eat earlier on the day, you're going to start noticing towards late night, you're not as hungry, which is normally when people like to go to the fridge and get something unhealthy for themselves, such as ice cream or candy or some chips or some popcorn, those types of things. So when you're eating most of it during the morning, you eat less at night, which is key. So that's my breakfast and mid-morning snack. I eat all that at that time. My lunch time-ish, what I do is I always make a salad. Salads normally seem like they take forever, but I found a really easy way to make salads. And I get my base, which is baby spring mix. Sometimes I do spinach, and then I get some arugula. You can really do any kind of lettuce. Just try to stay away from iceberg. Iceberg has really no nutritional value to it, so it's kind of like you're just eating some water, which doesn't really do anything for you. Try to get something that has a little bit of, you know, oomph to it. Kale, spinach, collards, mixed veggie, mixed greens and things like that. So this is the one thing I prep. And by prepping, I mean I grab a Tupperware. And normally when I'm doing this, not on video, I set out like 4 or 5 Tupperwares to just bam, bam, knock them out. And I'll grab my greens and my green container because I measure everything out because I'm fixing. If you're not fixing, you can eyeball as much vegetables as you want to put. And I grab my greens and I literally shove it in there. And if you're a fixer or anyone on Beachbody program, you know what Autumn says is this, cram it in there. As long as the top fits, you're good to go. So I literally shove it all in there. Probably more could even fit because I'm pushing through, but that's fine. I'll stay with that. And then I empty it out in my container into my Tupperware. And you guys can see exactly how much this is. I'll show you guys in one sec. That's how much veggies, doesn't even fit, fits in a container, okay? So I'll do that. And then what I do is I take another container, same green, and I put what I like in my salad. So I get these shredded baby carrot type things, and I get these broccoli slaws and cucumbers because that's super easy for me to just throw in there. So what I do is literally I just grab a little bit of this and I'll put it in my green container. And since I've fixed for so long, I know that 2 baby cucumbers is equivalent to 1 green. So sometimes all I really do is I'll fill up half of one of these with my toppings. So that's like the broccoli slaw mix that I have, and then I'll put some carrots in there as well. So you'll see it's exactly half of my green containers filled with the top stuff that I like on my salad. And I'll just sprinkle that on top. And sometimes I'll just grab a cucumber and go, because I don't like to cut my cucumber beforehand. I'll cut it right before I eat, or I'll eat it on the side. So literally my salad is already made. And what I top this off with is a teaspoon of olive oil and a teaspoon of vinegar, salt and pepper, and I call it a day. I love this as my salad. And I put my lid on and it's all set for me. And then you do this for 4 times. One of these bad boys is pretty much about 4 or 5 salads. You can get a good 4 or 5 salads out of these. I know, my cucumbers are so cute. I love them. They're like Persian cucumbers or whatever they're called. We call these Persian cucumbers. Okay, so that's my lunch. So I just got 2 servings of veggies out of that. If you do not like veggies and if you're drinking Shakeology, get spinach, like fresh spinach, and put a whole grain of fresh spinach in your Shakeology in the morning. I promise you, you do not taste it, and it's the best way for you to get your vegetables in. If you're not drinking Shakeology, you should, just kidding. But if you're not drinking Shakeology and you want to get your vegetables in, blend them. If you don't like to eat them, blend it in a smoothie. Things that really mask the flavor of greens is pineapple, so frozen pineapple is great. Banana is fantastic. A little bit of orange or orange juice is really good. Those are the flavors that will really mask the green taste. So you can get your greens in as well as some fruits in. That's an awesome alternative. So then after my lunch, I like to have something sweet, which is normally my other serving of fruit or like a fruit and a yogurt. I kind of like that parfait type of thing. So that counts as a protein again for me. So this would be my 3rd protein of the day. What I do to make that super easy and not prep them out is I get cottage cheese, since that's also a protein, that are pre-packaged. I've measured these out before. They're just like exactly the same size. These cottage cheese are a little bit less, but these yogurts are exactly the same size. So Faye 0, I get these. This is so much easier than for me to fill up a whole bunch of containers and, you know, prep it that way. And clean up. Oh my gosh, if you prep your food, you know that cleaning your Tupperware is probably more brutal than actually prepping all your food. So anything that makes my life easier, I'm down for it. And anything that makes your life easier, you're down for it too. Trust me. So I grab one of these, and either, depending on what I like, what I do is I'll show you. I get grapes and I devine or whatever you call my grapes, and I wash them all. This makes it so much easier. And I'll prep out 1 or 2 containers of purple with the grapes that I've washed, and then the rest I put in the fridge in a Tupperware. Why I do that is if I'm hungry or if I'm wanting to snack, I'd much rather snack on grapes than chips. So if they're already ready, then there's no reason why I'm not gonna grab them. I'd rather grab this and eat over in my fruits than eat over in chips or something that I shouldn't be eating. So wash your grapes, wash your fruits, wash your vegetables that you have, make it easy, make it portioned for yourself, and grab these and go. So I do that, and grapes for us fixers, oops, I think I just moved my camera. Grapes for us fixers is purple, it counts as a fruit. I get 2 fruits a day, so my banana would be one, my grapes would be another. Another fruit that I like to have is apple. So I do alternative days. So 1 small apple counts as a fruit. Get things that are easy. For me, these are really easy. I can grab and go with apples. I can, prep up all my grapes like that and take them. Things like pineapple and watermelon, I'll do from time to time. But the prep work in making a pineapple or the prep work in making a watermelon is a lot more challenging. It takes your time. You don't want things that are going to take your time. So make it easy. Make it easy for yourself, especially if you're just starting this journey. Don't make it too complicated. So I've pretty much made it to midday at this point. I've had my lunch, I've had kind of my mid-afternoon snack. It's about the time, like around 3 o'clock. Around 3:30, I'll have my last carb. Like my last carb that's like a complex carb, such as like bread and things like that. One of my favorite things to do is bake sweet potatoes. I'll buy 4 really small sweet potatoes, poke holes in them, put them in the oven normally on Sunday night. I forgot to do that this week, but what I do have is I have extra of these flats. So I'm going to make peanut butter sandwich. 1 teaspoon of peanut butter, 1 teaspoon, not tablespoon, teaspoon of peanut butter, and not like a big scoop, just a teaspoon, a normal one. And one of these I'll have around 3 o'clock to give me sustained energy until dinner time. Okay? So at this point I've had all of my, carbs, like these types of carbs. I've had all of my fruits. I've had 3 of my vegetables. I have 1 more left. And I've had all but 1 of my proteins. So when it's dinner time, this is what I want to get to. All I want for dinner is a protein and a vegetable. A not starchy vegetable, a very healthy vegetable, and that's where the magic happens, when you don't eat heavy at nighttime. What I do for dinner, and dinner is the only time where I'm actually going to have a protein such as fish, or ground chicken, or ground turkey, or lean ground beef. Those are the ones I really like. If you can cook fish, kudos. I wish I could cook fish. I suck at cooking fish, so I stay away from it. These things are really simple and easy for me. I make like kebab out of these all the time. I make chicken burgers out of these all the time. A little bit of seasoning to go a long way. My chicken breasts, I marinate. I have an awesome like marinating list that I post for a lot of my clients, my fixers. They know about my marinating lists. They're like Middle Eastern marinating lists, so I like that kind of flavor. I marinate my chicken in it. Keeps it moist, less oil when I'm cooking it. It's perfect. It's everything I need and more. So that's what happens for dinner. And then I'll saute a vegetable in a teaspoon of oil. Or I'll just have raw vegetables, depending on how lazy I am, guys. This really just depends on how lazy I am. And most of the time I'm pretty lazy. So I'll either grab some more of my like greens and I'll put it on the side, or I'll grab, baby that was upside down. My baby carrots, and I'll put them on the side. 10 of these bad boys counts as a green. Why not? Just, throw those on the side. Another easy thing to prep is grab baggies and count out 10 of these and put them in baggies. When you're out running errands, grab one of these. Grab an apple. Grab a cucumber. Wow, this looks really awkward, but you know what I mean. Grab and go. Make your life easy and take away that chance for you to go cheat on something bad for you because you didn't prep something so simple. So these are my like life-saving hacks, like literally my life-saving hacks, things that I have to have in the house all the time. The grapes that I was telling you, prep these. Just grab your purple container, prep them up, like literally I just like shove them in here. And then I'm also going to show you another life hack, like life hack 101. Where are these bad boys? Where did I just put them? I just washed. Okay. These are the key to mom life and a key to my life. These bad boys fit my grapes perfectly. You see that? And I just showed you the equivalents. So these are so key for prepping and going. I love them. They're in the kids section of Target, and they will be your lifesaver for prepping anything of like grapes or berries or things of that nature. Put it in one of these and go. So that's pretty much me walking you through my breakfast to all my snacks to dinner time, the hacks that I use, the simplicity that I have. Like literally, you're gonna see, this is everything I need to eat for a week. And then people always tell me I don't have money to eat clean. I bought all of this for my week's worth of food for $50. My week's worth of food is $50. So when you eat out just one time, a lunch that you go out with coworkers or a dinner you go out with your significant other, you're gonna be spending at least $25 if you're eating with somebody else and $10 if you're eating by yourself. So $50 worth of food for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and all that stuff. And mind you, half of this stuff I share with Amelia. Like the grapes she takes for school too. Obviously I have extras. I have enough bananas that are gonna last me way more than a week. And when these bad boys start to turn like this, I put them in the freezer because they're for my shake anyways. That's another good one. The apples, it's a bag of them. So these will last me about like 2 weeks. So a lot of the stuff I have will last. And the key to making a budget out of your meal plan is to not eat this type of protein 4 times a day. If I ate this 4 times a day, my shopping list would be like $100. And for those of you who aren't on a budget, please do. It's great to eat these kind of proteins. This is the type of proteins that gives you optimal results. But for every day starting your journey, it's okay. I mean, I do this. I love yogurt. I love cottage cheese. I love eggs. I give myself variety. That's how I keep going. That's how I've sustained my results. Maintained my results and gotten to this point is by doing this, giving my body variety. Obviously, there's better carb options than eating this twice a day. Like I said, the baked sweet potatoes, amazing carb option is like baking your sweet potatoes, and they're super easy to do. Another thing is beans, quinoa. That's also a great carb option as opposed to eating this. And I give myself variety. So like if I'm out and about and my mom's like, let me go get something for us to add to our lunch, and she grabs some beans or quinoa, I literally carry these bad boys in my lunch bag, and I will portion out my quinoa and I'll throw it on top of my salad. So then I just won't eat my peanut butter jelly sandwich later, my peanut butter sandwich later. That's not a problem. So you want to give yourself that variety. You want to give yourself, breaks and different types of foods and different types of food groups. Another thing that I will tell you for those of you who are on serious budgets and can't afford protein of any kind of chicken and things like that, nothing wrong with canned fish, tuna and salmon. The first time I opened up a canned salmon, it was scary. But I made some banging salmon burgers out of this. And Pinterest is your best friend for the recipes. They have amazing recipes, clean eating recipes. Get those and incorporate that into your day, incorporate that into your meal preps. They really help too. So key to all of this, keep it simple. Get things that are already prepped out for you. Even with these things, guys, my meal prep was still under $50. I know these are like kind of more expensive and things like that. Get these are awesome. These little slaws add some great flavor. I used to get peppers and chop them up and like get cucumbers and chop them up and get all these different things and chop them up. It took my time. So time is really precious for me on Sundays. I like to spend it with my family, not in the kitchen all the time. So I get really simple things to make my life that much easier and make me successful throughout the week. Because as they say, if you're prepped for success or you plan for failure. So you have the decision to make. Are you gonna take 5 minutes? Obviously this video is probably longer than that because I talked to you guys, but 5-10 minutes to just prep a few things and plan for success? Or are you gonna say, I'm just gonna go along with my day and go with the flow and stop off at McDonald's and grab yourself the same egg sandwich that I'm telling you I make in like 2 minutes in the morning, are you going to stop off at McDonald's and grab that, or are you going to make it yourself? So few things take you 5 minutes in the morning, 5 extra minutes make you go a long way in life. I hope this was helpful. If you need anything or if you have any questions, please feel free to drop the information that you need below or send me a personal message. Be willing to give you anything that you guys might need on this journey. Our challenge group starts tomorrow. For any of my 21-day fixers out there who are joining me on this challenge group, you guys know about this video. You should be watching this and getting your prep game on. The next one that we'll be having is in October. If anybody is interested in joining us, you are more than welcome. Drop your email below. I'll send you an email with more information regarding it. I hope you guys had a good night and enjoyed this video. Any questions, comments, concerns, please drop them below and I'll get back to you guys soon. Have a great Sunday night. Bye.